Eclipses, there's two types. We're going to take a look right here. This animation is showing you a lunar eclipse. What is a lunar eclipse? A lunar eclipse, in the name, means that the moon is being blocked out. And what's blocking it out? You can see in this what exactly is blocking it out. We have the sun casting light. The earth is in the way, casting its shadow on the moon. So the moon is in the earth's shadow. This happens only during a full moon. This is really hard to visualize, but we should have the moon split in half here, dark side on this side, lit side there. And they have to be lined up like that. The next one that we're going to have is April 15th, 2014. That's tax day. It lasts about an hour. The reason why it lasts an hour is that the earth casts a much larger shadow than the moon does, and so there's a good chance that the moon will end up in that shadow. Now, we don't have them all the time. You would expect, well, if we have a full moon once a month, then we would have an eclipse once a month, but we obviously don't. And the reason why is that the moon doesn't orbit in the same plane as the Earth does. The moon is actually tilted about 5 degrees, and that means sometimes the moon's up here, and sometimes it's down here during a full moon, which means the Earth's shadow misses it, and we end up not having a lunar eclipse. The other type of eclipse is a solar eclipse, and by the name you can tell this is when the sun gets blocked out. And it gets blocked out when we have this alignment. So we have the sun, we have the moon, and we have the earth. And in this case, the moon casts its shadow on the earth, blocking out the sun. This can happen even though the moon is so tiny, because it's a perfect ratio. It's 400 times smaller than the sun, but it's also 400 times closer than the sun. So that's how it can block out the sun. These don't last very long because of that moon's tiny shadow. And because it does have a tiny shadow, it doesn't hit all parts of the earth. So we're actually not going to have another eclipse, a total eclipse that we can see here in North America, until August of 2017.